So I went for my therapy. Didn't feel right the day I actually went. Felt very uncomfortable and very vulnerable. So I went, when we first got into the room, she said, "Is there something you'd like to tell me?" Whereas I already knew that she had spoke to, my care worker. And I just all of a sudden became defensive when she said that to me. And I said to her, "You spoke to my care worker, I think he emailed you." And she goes, "Yes, but I want to hear it from you." I think sometimes your therapist has to be the right person too. And I didn't feel comfortable with her at that time, because it was almost as though she'd become a bit defensive. And I do believe that she probably thought it was because of her work that hadn't worked with me. So then I explained to her how I felt, explained to her that when I left I felt really uncomfortable, really vulnerable. I explained that when I came home I felt really, really low. I said to her I taped everything so I could play it back to myself to know how I'm feeling through all this. I said it's like she left me without a crutch, something to hold on to. I had nothing to hold on to, and it was like I was falling with nothing to hold on to. So I went to carry on explaining it to her, and I said to her that I'm not saying that she's not right or didn't do it right. I just said whatever it is that we've spoke about has made me feel really wobbly and not safe, and also made me feel uncomfortable, made me feel that I don't want to go to sleep. I was too scared to go to sleep. And then I explained to her that, I've had a similar feeling but not so bad before, when at night I've not wanted to sleep because I'm too scared to have the nightmares. And I start getting that feeling, and then sometimes in the morning, I said it's not always at night, I go sometimes it's been in the mornings when I'm in bed but I feel safe in bed and I don't want to get up, and it's almost scary to get up and face the day. She said to me before that, so I was talking to her, and then I said to her it's helping me if I record it, because if I record it I'll know the process I've gone through, and if at any time they can't help me, I know my own voice, I know what I'm saying. I help people, I help people because they talk to me, and I can identify just through their talking of what their needs are and what I need to do, where I need to pick out certain points and analyze those certain points and work with them on those points. Because when you're talking yourself, or talking to somebody, sometimes you don't even realize there's certain things that you're saying which you wouldn't have thought that you would say, or something that you need help with which you wouldn't have thought as you're talking. And for me, if they can't pick it up, I will pick it up, because I need to get through this. I need to do it for me. Yeah. And so I said to her that it will help me to record it, and she said to me, "I don't think that will necessarily help you." She goes, "It might do the opposite of helping you." And she then said that we'll put something else in. But I felt very uncomfortable with that when she said that, because she doesn't know me. And right now, she left me last week without anything to hold on to. Left me very, very vulnerable, very hurt, very lost, and coming home as a single mum with physical pain and mental pain, and having to bring up my child. Because when I hurt, Richie hurts. And she never saw none of that. But yes, she knew after I'd said to her, "This is what it's done." I said to her, "If I hurt, Richie hurts." I said there was nobody there for him, just me. I said I cannot go through this. Maybe this isn't right for me then. Maybe it's not the right time for me. Because I cannot be vulnerable around Richie. I can't do it. It's not his job to be looking after me. It's my job to be looking after him. He never asked for any of this. And all he's had is pain, pain, pain. He's not asked for any of it. But then she said to me, "We'll put something out," and I did lose it with her. So I said to her, "I'm not fucking stupid." Yeah, because I've had to try to put things in since last week to help me. I've had to try to just block things out. I've had to shut the kitchen door and cook, and for him not to come in because I'm panicking. I'm the one who's gone to bed crying, feeling so low, not wanting to get up the next day. I'm the one who's having to drag myself, not her. She said to me I was angry. She said, you look really angry. There's anger coming out. And I thought, I'm angry with you. Because I opened myself up to you. And you're just not getting it. You're just not getting it. Instead, you're becoming defensive. You're becoming defensive because you're beginning to take it personally. As a therapist, it's your job to listen, it's your job to identify what's going on, not to take any of it personally. But I could see in her whole body language with her folding her arms and her legs, and I could see it, but it's because I've done the same work myself. So isn't it better two people can help one than one? Isn't it better if I can try and help myself while she's helping me too? Why would she not want me to help myself and use a tool that's helping me too? I'm happy to take on all her tools, but why can I not take on a tool that's helping me? Maybe this could help other people. Maybe you may feel the same. I was not bad when I went there, but I went there for their help. But instead she's throwing me out so vulnerable and so low, and then I'm saying to her to let me help myself through it too, but she's telling me it's not going to work. That's a negative statement right from the beginning, from a person who's actually coming to you for help. So I don't know. It hurt when I finished from there. Yeah, because she knew I just couldn't talk no more. And I said to her, you are not feeling what I am feeling. You cannot emphasize with me because you are not feeling what I am feeling. And right now I'm saying to you to let me help myself too and put something in. And I said, and you're saying to me it's not going to work. And she said, we have lots of techniques that work. They've worked for other people. That was her answer to me. And then she goes, you're looking at me as though you're angry. And I thought, angry? It's not angry. It's the fact that you may actually be in the wrong job right now. And then I said to her, she goes, am I not getting it? I goes, actually, no, you're not getting it. I goes, but the fact is, it's not my job to break you because you're just a baby in this profession. She actually didn't know what to say. She went quiet. She went quiet. But she broke me in that room. Then she said, we'll put techniques in then. So I sat there and I listened to the technique that she had to say. And she said to me that I might have that feeling at night because that's when the event happened to me at night. And she said I might have the feelings during the day because that's when the event happened to me during the day. But to have this falling feeling at any time of the day doesn't make you feel safe. It's the most scariest thing when something is happening in your head and you can't tangibly hold it, feel it, see it. You can't see it. Otherwise you could fight it. If you could see it, you could fight it. Even the weakest man will stand up and try to fight or defend himself, whether he wins or loses, when he can see it. But when it's in your head, how can you deal with an emotion that's in your head, a feeling that's in your head, something that's actually crippling your body, your whole body? How do you deal with that? If only I could do my own hypnotherapy. Because that's how you can deal with it, through hypnotherapy. For someone else to understand your mind with you. Someone to follow your mind with you. Someone who allows you to talk and listens whilst you're hypnotized. They listen. And they go on their journey with you. And they come out of that journey with you. Giving you tools whilst you're in that journey. I never felt none of that with her. I still felt very much alone. If anything, I felt more vulnerable. That I'm sitting here giving you even more information, releasing even more, and making myself even more vulnerable. And she said, but this is how it starts. Well, if that's how it starts, then you should also put something in to make the person feel safe. And didn't feel safe. But the reason why I'm still going through it is because I'm giving this the benefit of the doubt. But it's making me realise this is what people are going through. With schizophrenia, bipolar, it's giving me a taste of what those people must be going through, because it's going in their head. Things are going on in their head. But for the person in front of you to already think that they know how to solve it, but not know you, but they're going to use tools and techniques, it's already gone wrong. I feel a bit stronger now today because it's been quite a few days since I last had my therapy. I'm excited because we're getting a dog tomorrow. It's a friend's brother's dog. My friend's brother's very ill. But I saw him and I saw the dog, and I think all of a sudden I just felt the three of us all needed help. His brother needed help, I needed help, and the dog needed help because he no longer could look after that dog. So maybe it's fate, because it's on the same day that I went down to see my friend's brother. Because he's also suffering the same. But it was so hard for me to come from mine and be broken and then go to try and fix another man. I felt drained, I felt absolutely drained. But just couldn't bring myself to say no. I was lying on my bed when he came. I'd just gone upstairs, I was lying on my bed before that. But when I went to his house and I saw how broken his brother was, I felt it for him just like I felt my own pain. I wanted to be there for him like she wasn't for me. Like nobody has been. The only person that's actually been there for me is Richie. But he still doesn't understand, and he tries so hard to understand. It was very close to understanding my head, but if he could really understand my head and how I feel right now, it'd probably really scare him. But the only thing he can rely on is falling apart and breaking. So maybe the dog Sheba is good for all of us. Because whilst having my therapy, I can help his brother, or try to. And at the same time, the dog will help us all. I just need that something there. Maybe Sheba will be my crutch. Someone who's just going to love you when you come home. Make you feel safe. Let you know it's going to be alright. And when I first met Patrick, I said to him, I make you smile every day and every night. Because all you need to say to me is going to be alright. That's all he needed to say, was it's going to be alright. But he couldn't say it. He doesn't say it because he can't do it. So inside myself, I already know that's not going to be alright with him. It's not. Give it the benefit of the doubt again. But this benefit of the doubt always goes to the doubt. I'm going to hold myself together today until my next therapy.